guys, welcome back to Airetopia! Last episode we were able to do the outline here in gravel of the entire location. So this time I was thinking that we could do the outline in gravel for this inner area back here for all the buildings that are going to go on the inside of Airetopia's outline. Right now we just have where the walls are going to go, where the guard towers are, and where the iron farms are. So we need to add in where the cathedral is going to be, where the upper and lower income housing is going to be, the barracks, the castle, very important. But before we do that, I just want to go over a couple things. So while episode 2 was rendering, I definitely had a chance to go through and pick up all of the outlining that we said we did way too big. So I went ahead, I picked up all that gravel, picked up all that dirt, all that wood that we had laid down so that it's a nice seamless thing through the ocean. And I also got a chance to pick up our little hovel that we had sitting right here. And I built a little house. Yay! We have a little place to stay and stay away from the baddies. So let's go on inside and we'll do a little tour on the outside. We've got the cobble, we've got the dark wood, the oak wood, the little flower pots right here, the cobble walls in between to break it up a little bit. I need to replace these with stairs like the front has, because, you know, it just looks a little bit nicer with that little bit of detail. So let's go on inside and see what's inside. So here we have our basic setup, our tool chest, our wood chest, our nature chest, our stuff from bad guys like, you know, rotten flesh, string, those kinds of things. Hopefully we'll get it lit up so that we don't have stuff like that anymore, but things spawn and you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So then we also have cobble and stuff, so this is going to be things that we get from the ground, and then we also have building blocks, so like dirt, gravel, sand, anything else that we get, and then we have our yellow bed. Now I tried to make this bed red so that it'd match the tops of these chests, but unfortunately, once you color the white bed a color, you no longer can color it anything. So we're kind of stuck with that yellow bed for a while. And then up here we have space for extra storage up here against this cobble right here. I don't know if we'll use it or not, but it's there if we need it, and then we can put item frames down here. So I don't know. That's available to us if we need it or want it or whatever. And then we have these big, beautiful windows, which I absolutely adore. But this is kind of like my old build style. We're gonna try to do something a little bit bigger and more grandiose with a lot more detail within Airetopia itself. This was just something that I threw together so that we had a safe place to come and kind of call home as we build up all of the exteriors and the outlines and whatnot. All right, well, let's hop to it. Walkway, and then let's go up here to this little walkway and put these blocks in right there. Okay, let's go and get an aerial look at this place now. So I did a little bit of the inside mapping out of Airetopia, and I figured out that I was a little bit off on the outline, so I did have to move everything down that way 1 block or 2 blocks depending on what area we were talking about. So that's taking me a little extra time, but let's hop up here 64 blocks and just see what it looks like right now. I know it's a little bit different than doing the fast forward thing, the time-lapse thing, but I think that you guys will like what I've done with the place so far. So as you can see, part of the outline is coming into view right now, which is pretty cool. Oh man, I wanted to do this right next to the water so I could jump in a little bit later. Oh well. Let's just keep hopping up here. A couple more blocks. So as you can tell, I ran out of gravel, so I started using sand, which is a little bit more forgiving of a block. But we've got the middle, the inside of Airetopia mapped out a little bit. I think I still need to move these two guard towers over just a little bit. I think one block to the left. But you can see the bottom half of Airetopia has been mapped out. You can see lower income housing right here. And I'm doing the spacing in between the builds in the wood and then the spacing of the actual buildings in the gravel and the sand so that we can see it clearly outlined against the dirt background right now. So we have the lower income housing right here, the iron, the guard tower, and then right here is going to be the trading hall, I believe. Let's zoom out here just a second. Yes, the trading hall. And then over here is the lower income housing again. And then we've got the pub right here and the stable right here. So the stable might be one of the first builds since we have so many horses dotted around Airetopia right now. But as you can see, we still need to do the spacing for these back buildings back here, and then this area right here is where the castle is going to go, right where I thought Airetopia was actually going to be started, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So we're gonna build the castle right here so that this the sand outline that's going around right now is going to be where the moat starts, and then we'll put the castle outline in the middle, and the castle outline will be a little bit more cylindrical like the guard towers look, and then the little bit more square-like moat going around it, and then we'll put pathways coming through in between all the buildings, and just all these blocks gives us just a little bit of space to do a little bit more with the nature side of things. And then of course we're going to have to cover up all of these little lakes that are here inside of the ground, and then we have the beautiful ocean back here that we can do some marine life with, and we have this river coming across. So right now the river comes into Airetopia and then out again. I kind of want to make it so that this little piece of land, terraform it so that that's where the river is going through, and that'll take a little bit of time because I'm not very good with that right now, but we'll get it all sorted out. So anyways, let's hop back to it. Now I gotta do this to get down, and I really wanted to just jump down into the water and then just, you know, not even think about having to take this down like this. But it's all good in the hood. Nope, time to sleep. I'm one block too big. Like somewhere I'm one block off. I don't know where. Here, this is supposed to be 4 blocks here. 4 wooden blocks in between these 2 white sand blocks. But there's only 3. from here to the middle, and from that side to the middle. Well, let's check it. Like, this thing is perfectly aligned to here. So, like, this side is mirroring that side appropriately. There's just something on the lower half here that's messed up, and I can't tell what it is because this thing is appropriately aligned down here. Like, this comes up to the proper space. And this comes up to the proper space, right? Yeah, because there's supposed to be a space here. There's supposed to be a space. Oh, no, you know what it is? Well, that doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm gonna go into the house while I figure it out. Alright. This one is 28. That's what it is. Thank you. So this wall here is 30, right here. And then this one down here is 31. So to make it even, I made this wall only 30. And then I lowered that down to 25. But I didn't lower this one down to 28 like the cathedral up here. But it's supposed to be a mirror image, right? So, I just need to take it down one. Ah, you're so smart. Oh my god, this rain is really scary, and there's lightning, so I better do this quick because I don't want to get struck by the lightning. That would be really scary. Do you guys think that I could die? That's alarming. But in this week's episode, or this month's episode, episode number 3, we got the opportunity to outline the rest of Airetopia, where all the buildings are going to go. And now we're going to take a look from the top because, well, it's really cool to see it from the top. So, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Oh, that's scary. And bam! Okay, here is Airetopia, and we can see the entire outline done, except for this little bit at the top. I don't know why, but that chunk just didn't load in for some reason. But you can see all of our hard work from an aerial perspective. You can see exactly where all the different buildings are going to go in. You can see my little hut down at the bottom that we built in between episodes. The biggest things are the buildings on the very back side. We put those in, the outline for those, and then we also did, oh gosh, this is scary. We also did the, let me get my little pointer out. We did this little line coming down along here. This is going to be the line of where the ocean begins. We'll probably put a seawall in here. And then each one of these little wooden divots is where one of our docks is going to begin. So we have 1, 2, and then 3 right below us is number 3. And then 4 is going to be right there, and then 5 is going to be right there. We're definitely going to have to do some terraforming with this land right over here where that witch is. And then I'm thinking, I think I want to put something like this underneath our lighthouse. So we might have to terraform underneath the ocean right here. So maybe we can convince Switchin to make us some potions so that we can build, or so that we can breathe underwater, and we can make that happen and build a lighthouse coming off of that little sandbar. I think that would be pretty awesome. But I mean, yeah. So that's everything that I have for you. Wait a second. I want to be facing this way. Yes, with Airetopia behind me. Ooh, careful, careful. So, with that being said, if you appreciate all of my hard work, then go ahead and hit that like button below. If you really love all my videos, then make sure to subscribe. But you've been watching Let's Build Airetopia. I'm Airebeth, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!